Hello everyone. So today I am going to be baking. When I'm filming this, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I'm not quite sure when this video is going up, but I figured I have to bake anyways. Why not just film it and hopefully you can get some ASMR tingles out of it. So I am baking banana bread with chocolate chips. It's one of my favorite recipes and I'll actually link it down below. So if you want to follow along, you can do so. So I have the recipe on my laptop here. Got all my cute stickers. So the first thing you do is you want to mix flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt into a bowl. So we need 2 cups all-purpose flour. Okay, so 2 cups all-purpose flour. I have my measuring cups here. And my flour is pretty full, so hopefully it doesn't go everywhere, which I have a feeling it's going to. Yeah, I'm going to need to scoop some of this out. Just going to use a smaller measuring cup because, boy oh boy, my flour is very full. And baking is a science, so you want to make sure that everything is pretty spot on, because even this right here where the edge of the flour isn't to the rim, you want it to be as close as possible. So now that it's flattened, I think we're good. So that's 1 cup. Well, we're going to need a bigger bowl than that. Might actually be able to get away with this bowl. All right, now that we're covered in flour, we're gonna move on to baking powder and baking soda. So the baking powder is 1 teaspoon and the baking soda is 1 teaspoon. So these are tables. 1 teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon baking powder, and we need a teaspoon of baking soda. So my dumbass just realized my baking soda is in the fridge still. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I brought milk too because we do need some milk in this recipe. And I'm going to take some baking soda. Pour it over the top. And now we need some salt. So for the salt, I think it's just a teeny amount. 1 teaspoon salt. Perfect. So we need to get the teaspoon again. And salt it up. One thing I added to this recipe last time was I added a little bit of vanilla extract just for a little sweetness. It's not necessary, but I might do that again. So let's start mixing these up. I just have a spatula, and you just want to fold everything over, just ensuring that everything is mixed in together. I definitely should have used a larger bowl for this, and I still probably can, but everything ends up in 1 bowl at the end of this anyways. So frankly, I think it's okay to be using a smaller mixture right now. Okay, we just need to place this to the side. And now we need to work on, I believe, wet ingredients. So let me read the recipe. All right, so stir bananas, milk, and cinnamon into another bowl. Then beat butter and sugar in a 3rd bowl until light and fluffy. So we have a bigger bowl this time. So next, It's bananas, milk, and cinnamon. All right, so my bananas are already mushed up. I just put them in this bowl. Ew, it's kind of gross when they just plop in there. Milk, which I believe was 1 cup. I'm just going to confirm. Oh, tablespoon of milk. Okay, not a cup. Cup would have been detrimental to this recipe. So this is a tablespoon right here. And I'm not dairy free or anything, but I like milk alternatives. So I'm just using original plain unflavored soy. Okay, and just gonna place this right on the bowl for a second. I didn't grab any paper towels, which I probably should have done. And then cinnamon, we need... Why am I blind? Oh, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Okay, so teaspoon. And then here's the cinnamon. I loved the way the cinnamon added such a nice flavor to the banana bread. When you took a bite, it was almost like a mystery ingredient. Okay, there we go. Ah, I love cinnamon. It smells so yummy. All right, so now we're gonna mix these together. And I do have a hand mixer, and I am going to use that in a little while. However, it's not the most pleasant sound. Therefore, I don't want to do it on camera per se, so you might not hear any audio when I'm mixing with them using the hand mixer. And then I think it just says beat until fluffy. Yeah, just combined. Oh, if I wasn't on camera, I would have licked that, to be honest with you. All right, so next we work on some more ingredients. We're gonna do butter and sugar in a 3rd bowl until light and fluffy. Add eggs to butter mixture. All right, so 1 cup of white sugar, perfect. So I have an unopened granulated sugar. And we are just going to open her up and use our measuring cup to pour 1 cup of sugar. Okay. And then we're going to need to take the butter. So I pre-cut my butter up. The reason being is I actually didn't take it out of the freezer, so I had to melt it, and I'm saying a prayer right now that it doesn't mess up the whole recipe, because as I said, baking is a science and every little thing makes a difference. So if your butter's too soft or too hard, it's gonna mess everything up. All right. I didn't add all the butter in. Normally I would, but at this point I just want to make sure that the butter is soft enough, which I think it is. Now we mix. Oh goodness, there's a hair in here. Gross. Okay, I'm gonna add the rest in. Now we mix. All right, so I ended up taking the hand mixer and beating the butter and sugar mixture just because it was a little tough to beat with a wooden spoon and with a spatula. So now we have to beat in some eggs. So I think it calls for 2 eggs. Let's just confirm. All right, so 2 eggs. So add the egg mixture. Cool. So I just have some eggs here, and just need to put these to the side. I kind of cleared up a little more table space for us to work with. I'm just going to grab a bowl to discard the eggshells. Okay, eggshell number 1 discarded, and then you just beat it in to the mixture, like so. And my mom always yelled at me when I was a kid because I always wanted to eat the mixture after she had already put the eggs in. That's a big no-no. The funny part is, after you add eggs to this mixture, it kind of just looks like scrambled eggs. That would actually be a really good prank, putting this on like a plate with like some toast and like maybe some like bacon. This looks really tasty. So next thing, it calls for you to stir the banana mixture into the butter mixture. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna use the hand mixer for that. So I'll be right back. Clean hands and a hand mixer. All right, hand mixer is ready. This is just a KitchenAid mixer, and I might mute the audio because it might be awful sounding, so we're gonna find out. So, stir banana mixture into butter mixture. Stir until blended. In it goes. And I'm gonna just scrape off the rest with the spatula from earlier. This is my favorite part. When the banana comes together, it just smells so good. All right. Oven's on and ready. So next we're going to stir in the dry mixture. The dry mixture you want to make sure you do in small batches, otherwise you're going to be putting in too much at once. So I'm just going to take a little at a time, like so, and then we're just going to beat it in. Semi-sweetened chocolate chips. So, I got my chocolate chips here. And okay to go over. Let's add a couple more to the top. And then one or two for good luck. I got it in the bag. So you can at this point take your mixer and mix it all in. I think honestly, I don't think I need the mixer anymore. I'm gonna try just mixing it with a spatula and just kind of folding it over. Oh yeah, this is how it should be. It's got a really nice consistency. It's thick, so you know it's gonna be good. That's what she said. Okay, so now that this is cooking with gas, I'm gonna take mixture in. And this is kind of the last step. You just want to be careful and pristine and precise with your pouring. Can you stop? Okay, and just pouring it in. And we are gonna make it look nice and pretty. I know right now it's just kind of a glob of mixture. Don't worry. Okay, and we're almost there. Perfect. So now you just have a bowl of that. You can shamelessly lick by yourself. Don't judge me. If I give myself salmonella, then I give myself salmonella. That is on me and on nobody else but me. So I'm gonna walk you over to the stove and we're gonna pop this in the oven. Thanks for watching. The banana bread is just going to bake on 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 70 minutes. And then I'm just going to take a toothpick and we're going to check to see how it comes out in the end. I hope it's delicious. I've made this recipe before, and don't forget, I'll share it in the description box below, so if you want to make it,